Yo, what is up? Hope you guys are having a great day today. It is currently Thursday, September 5th at 10:43 in the morning. Normally I do these right when I get up, but I wanted to wait a little bit today because I just finished my 5K run, got out of the shower, and an idea hit my mind. And it is about how to see insane progress. These are methods that I have put to use and work for me, and I know they work for other people. So I wanted to share it and see if you guys could take anything to apply into your own life to see progress for you, your business, whatever it may be. First off, you have to keep track every single day. Make sure you are super aware of what you are doing and reflect at the end of each day and give yourself a performance rating. So, what I mean by this is being as aware as possible throughout your entire day. So, limit your distractions, limit where you're putting your energy because then you're going to be able to be more aware. The more aware you are, the better because you can keep track of every little thing, how that thing made you feel, why didn't I do this, why I did do this, why did I perform better here, so on and so forth. The more aware you are of your thoughts, feelings, and actions, the better you're going to be able to perform. So, if you are aware as possible, let's say in the gym, I know a lot of people that go to the gym and they just go to the gym just to be there. But if you want to actually see progress, you have to be aware. You have to know the exact weight that you're pushing. You have to know the general rep range. You have to know all of these different things so when you come back next time, you can up the weight. You can try and get more reps with that heavier weight. That is how you see progress. If you want to see progress in your physique, understand and be aware of your body fat percentage. If you want to drop down so you can look more lean, know exactly what you're eating now and know exactly what you have to do to get to where that goal is. Let's say you're at 15%, you want to get to 10%. Eat in a calorie deficit, eat less. You have to be aware of what you're currently doing, why your current actions have given you the current results you have, and how you can change your current actions and thoughts and ultimately habits to change where you want to be in the near future. I believe that your life right now, your surroundings, your environment is completely dependent off of actions you took like 3 months ago, 3 months plus, right? So anything to see tangible, actual results, it's going to take 3 months of being consistent. So if you can learn to be as consistent as aware as possible on a daily basis, it is going to push you so far. If you just wake up and you're not very aware and you're just kind of going through the motions, you have to do this, you have to do this, but you're not really tracking your intensity and how you're doing it and giving yourself, like I said, a performance rating at the end of each day. How are you going to move forward if you don't know truly how well you're performing and if there's room for growth, which there always is? So the biggest thing is just be aware to create more awareness, reflect at the end of each day. I have a journal right here specifically for that. I have plenty of journals, but reflect, performance rating, boom. Bullet point 2. Try to push yourself harder than you did the day before. This is super hard, but it kind of gives you this exponential growth curve up because you're going to be flatline for a bit when you start out. But if you can honestly just try and get 1% better than you were yesterday in anything, that means you did push harder than the day before. And to push harder than the day before, you have to keep all the same habits, actions, thoughts, etc., which is very tough, but then add something on top of it to give yourself more flexibility in your life. I could say push yourself harder than you did the week before, but if you want to see insane progress, like the title of this video, you have to be able to try and get better every single day because the effort is what matters. Because consistent effort over a long period of time will indeed yield those results of being able to push harder and harder every day and seeing that progress. Bullet point number 3. Understand your flaws, accept them, and work on your weak areas. So this comes back to the awareness sector. If you're not aware, you're not going to know what your flaws are. You have to be vulnerable with yourself. I would suggest get a journal, write down. You know deep down exactly where you're weak. And if you don't, find it out. Be vulnerable. Write down, areas that I need to improve in. Or if you want to be super harsh on yourself, areas that I suck. Be honest with yourself. You have to be willing to just be fully honest with yourself. I know I said that plenty of times, but if you're not vulnerable and you're lying to yourself, the person you lie to the most in your life is you. So don't lie to yourself, because if you want to see true results, you have to look at your flaws in the face and change them. And they're not going to be changed within a day. Let's say you have, I don't know, I wouldn't be able to tell you a flaw. Okay, you hate cardio, but you need to do it in order to improve your cardiovascular health, your overall health, lose weight, and you ultimately want to be a marathon runner at one point in your life, but you refuse to do cardio and you refuse to train hard. That's a flaw. If you write it down that you're aware of it and you look it dead in the face and you say, how can I work on this? How can I start slow and ease into this? A big mistake a lot of people make, they'll look at a flaw. Let's say there's a very obese person and they want to go and run 5K because they think that that will work. If you do that every day, it'll work. But they start on the end that is so hard that they do it once and it sucks so much that they never want to do it again. You have to ease into it, right? So if your flaw is, doing cardio, then start slow. Go on a 500-meter run, then bump it up to 1K, then 2K, then 3K, then 4K, then 5K. And then once you get to 5K, if you want to go any longer, you can maybe get to 10K and then do that every day. Or do a 2K every day or a 3K every day. You have to be consistent, right? Allow yourself rest. Allow yourself rest days, but ultimately the overall goal here is to look your flaws in the face, understand what you can do to change them, and change them. And don't go right into them. Yes, for some of them, let's say you smoke a buttload of cigarettes, you might have to cold turkey that and just cut them out and deal with it mentally. Other things you can ease into. Honestly, anything, you could probably push yourself hard enough, because the human mind and body are very capable and they can do anything you put your mind to where you just go all in, you cold turkey everything. But some people aren't like that, right? So I understand that. Just ease into it, but don't ease into it so slow that it takes you a year to eventually hit a 5K. Get into it. Get intense with it, right? Understand your flaws. Look them dead in the face. Change them. Bullet point number 4: challenge yourself. Change things up. Try new things. Be spontaneous in activities that can grow you. So what I mean by this is, let's say your life, you've been very consistent, you've been growing, but it almost feels like there's a plateau point. Push yourself. So let's say you have been doing just your regular old gym routine with, I don't know, a few cardio days a week or no cardio days a week. Add something in there. That's why I started boxing. Add boxing in. Maybe add running in. Maybe start doing hot yoga. I don't know. Add things in. Be spontaneous. You're never going to know you like something until you try it. So just, if you feel plateaued, challenge yourself in areas. If you don't do calisthenics, try some calisthenics. And the reason I'm using working out or health in general as an example for this video is because it's super simple to understand. It's a very good example because health is the most important thing. But just change things up if you feel like your life is boring or if it's not enjoyable for you. Push yourself. There is enjoyment in challenge. It's a mental flip of a switch that you just need to do, right? If you can understand that, okay, running is hard and I hate it, but then you literally just flip the switch and go to the other pole of that thought and be, running is hard, but it is fun, it is healthy, it makes me feel good, and look at all the positives about it. If you hate doing something, but there is so many positives about it, why would you not do it? All it takes is for you to just change your mental state and your mental thought towards it, and then just do it, right? So challenge yourself. And why I said be spontaneous in activities that can grow you, like I said, like just try random things. Hot yoga, random example. They do it at my gym a lot, so it just came to my mind. Let's say you don't run at all. Go run. Go randomly run. If you don't bike, go on a bike ride. Go push yourself on a mountain bike. If you absolutely dread pull-ups, go rip pull-ups. Go rip weighted pull-ups. And just keep pushing. Try new things. Final bullet point. Don't disappoint yourself 2 days in a row. What I mean by this is, let's say you're consistent for 4 days, and then on the 5th day, you do absolutely nothing. Nada. Nothing. Like, you lay in bed absolutely all day and you do nothing. You don't even make a speck of progress. That is fine. If you do that one of the days, don't make it very frequent. But if you do that randomly, just like one day, and then you get back to it the next day and you're fucking pushing, that's fine. But if you then do it the next day too, because you're like, oh, I did it yesterday, it's fine. Guess what that's going to lead to? A negative spiral of just downwards. You're just going to keep going down, right? And it's not going to be good. You cannot allow yourself to do that. You cannot allow yourself to think it's okay to do certain things 2 days in a row. Okay, you're on vacation. Fine. If I was on vacation, I would still be making progress because there's something itching within me where I have to make progress. And that is why I'm going to push myself so far and become so great. Is because I have this thing burning within me just to become better every day. So do not disappoint yourself 2 days in a row. Always, always, always try and progress in at least one thing. Even if you lay in bed all day and it's coming up to your bedtime, try and read a book that actually helps, or try and drop down and do 50 push-ups. Try and just do something that's going to progress you. Like I said, start slow. But overall, this video is on how to see insane progress. So hopefully you could take something from this and apply it to your own life. These are things that have worked for me, have worked for others. Please comment below if you have any questions, or if you have any further videos that you would like me to touch on, things that you want to hear my perspective on. Please, I love doing that. Let me know. Make sure you subscribe, you share it with anyone that needs to, or you feel that wants to hear something like this. Like the video, and ultimately, thank you so much for your time. I'm looking forward to doing more of these. Peace out.